Hello students, as said in the previous video that I will be coming with some of the important university question, 2 marks questions, and this is again one of the questions which is very important. The question is, in a concurrent force system, as in the last video we have discussed about what is the concurrent force, the forces which are meeting at the same point is called as a concurrent. Concurrent force system. In a concurrent force system, that means system, when we talk about a system, it is more than one force. Two forces are acting at a particular point, single point, at an angle of 30 degree. So the resultant force is 50 kilonewton, and out of the two, and one of the force is 20 kilonewton. Out of the two forces, one force is given to you as 20 kilonewton, and determine the other force, unknown force. So this is a 2 marks question. Now let us solve this particular question. So if you want to represent this particular question diagrammatically, for example, these are the two forces. One is your F1 and the other is your F2. So the angle between these two forces is given as per the question. It is 30 degree. Okay. So the same thing we are representing in the diagram. Now these two forces are meeting at this particular point. Let us take this point as O. So this becomes as a concurrent force system, clear, where two forces F1 and F2 are acting at a particular point that we have taken is O diagrammatically, and they are acting at an angle 30 degree. Now for this, the resultant, we are taking the resultant as R. So R is given as 50 kilonewton. And out of these two forces, we can consider either F1 or F2. It is up to you. So suppose we take it as F1. So the F1 is suppose taken as is given as 20 kilonewton. So you have to determine what is the other unknown force. So as per the diagram, we are going to find here what is the other unknown force, F2. So as we all know that if two forces are acting at a particular point here, we can use this particular parallelogram law of forces. Okay, so using this parallelogram law of forces, there is a formula that R is equal to root over of F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. Okay, so here we can see in this particular formula, this R is actually the resultant and F1 is one of the forces, F2 is the other force, F1 is we are taken, it's given to you, that is 20 kilonewton, and F2 you have to find it out, and 2 F1 F2 cos theta. Okay, so what we do is the same particular, we can write this equation as R square is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. So what is given to you here? The resultant is given as 50 kilonewton and F1 is given as 20 kilonewton. Let us, and theta is also given to you. Theta is your 30 degree. Okay. So the same thing, we are going to substitute all these values of R, F1 and theta in this particular equation. Clear? So let us substitute, that is 50 square is equal to, the value of F1 is 20 square plus F2 square plus 2 into 20 into F2 cos 30 degree. Okay. So 50 square is 2500, 20 square is 400 plus F2 square plus 2020, that is 40 F2 cos 30 degree. Okay. So this is what we are going to solve here. So for this we'll take the help of the scientific calculator to find out what is the value of this particular 40 cos 30. Okay. So here you can see that is 40 multiplied by cos 30. So you're getting 34.64. Okay. 400 plus F2 square plus what is the value we got here? 34.64. 34.64 F2. Okay. So from this particular equation, here what we are actually going to do is we are trying to convert this into a quadratic equation. That is F2 square plus 34.64 F2 plus 400 minus 2500 is equal to 0. Okay. This. So F2 square plus 34.64 F2 minus 2100 equal to 0. Now this is the quadratic equation which you got it, which you can put directly into your scientific calculator to find out the value of your F2. So what I have done is here there is a quadratic formula calculator which you can see over here. So in this particular quadratic formula calculator, okay, what I have done here is, here you can see this is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here you can see that format. So instead of a, so what is a here? Here a is your 1. Okay, a is your 1. So b becomes your 34.64 and c is your minus 2100. Okay, so here as per this, so a is your 1 and B is your 34.64. In the same way, you are going to input these values in the scientific calculator, and this is your minus 2100. So when we press calculate, you can see here there are two values of x here. So one is your 31.66 and the other is your minus 66.30. So here we are going to take the positive value, and which will be your answer. So x is your nothing but your the value of f2, that we got it as 31.67. We are rounding it off 31.67. Okay. So the value of f2 is 31.67 kilonewton. Okay. So this is your answer. This is how you solve this particular problem. Okay. Thank you.